Hi everybody, Amber here with K-9 Coach. I hope you are having a great day and staying healthy and sheltering in place still, most of us. It's beautiful outside, so if you can get outside today, get out there. It's so gorgeous right now and it's super polleny, so you'll hear me kind of wheezy, but it's still beautiful. So I get a lot of questions about what I feed my dog. I've been around and in this business for so long that I've had thousands of conversations about, do you give your dog this? Like, do you ever do this? So the other day I had a discussion with a client who had a disagreement with her husband over what was okay to feed the dog and what wasn't. So she asked me if we would make a quick video. So here it is, we're gonna make a quick video. Like I said, this is all behind the scenes. I'm in my kitchen, hanging out with my fam. So here we go. Most people know this. If you don't know this, I don't know what to say, but this is chocolate. And chocolate is very bad for dogs. So don't feed your dog chocolate. They cannot digest the enzymes in it. It will make them very sick. This is Kit Kat. More chocolate, not good. Let's see, candy. If you have little ones around the house, or if you're like me and you just have a sweet tooth, so I have little ones and a sweet tooth, well, a little one. Very often you will have candy around the house. So candy is bad for dogs for a lot of reasons. The sugar, the dyes, there's nothing in here that your dog needs to be eating, nothing. So save this for yourself or for your kiddos. I love coffee. Y'all, most of you may not know me, like I am the queen of all things coffee. Love coffee. Very bad for the dogs. I had a dog years ago who would drink my coffee when I set it down. Turns out it's really dangerous for them to ingest any sort of stimulant like that. So no coffee. Stay away from fatty meat. This is salami, bacon, pork, anything that's super fatty is not good for your dog. Obviously cooked bones are not good for your dog. I know some of y'all do them, and I'm not here to judge you. It's just dangerous. As long as you know what you're doing is dangerous, then it's your dog. But definitely fat meat, vomiting, diarrhea, pancreatitis, all kinds of things can come from it. You want to avoid this. I unfortunately had a dog that had chronic pancreatitis, and it's just really difficult to deal with. So you want to avoid this. Grapes. Most people do not know that grapes are really toxic for dogs. Obviously, raisins, being the dried form of grapes, are also toxic. So you want to avoid grapes. You want to avoid raisins. If you have little ones who eat them outside, sorry, my dog is whining because my husband just came home. Like I said, this is totally behind the scenes footage. And my son is trying to make her be quiet, but she isn't listening to him because he's a kid. Grapes are bad. They're very toxic. Raisins, very toxic. Stay away from them. If you have little kids, make them eat them only in the kitchen or outside where the dog cannot get to them and where you can watch them. If your dog ingests any of these, you need to contact your vet immediately. Alcohol and ice cream. I mean, many of us indulge in these, particularly on the evenings and the weekends when we've been COVID bound for weeks on end. All of these are bad for your dog. Obviously, chocolate chip cookie dough is very bad for your dog. Alcohol is bad for your dog. Dogs don't do great with dairy, so you don't really want to indulge in things like alcohol or ice cream for your dog. Now, let's talk about the good stuff, the stuff you can feed. Carrots are great, particularly if you have a dog who's trying to lose some weight. Our dog has put on a couple of extra pounds now that we're all home all the time, and she's getting some extra goodies from the kid. Carrots and green beans are really healthy snacks. Apples, really good. You can cut them up real small and put them inside of any sort of puzzle for your dog. Eggs are great. We will boil them and give one to our dog, and she plays with it for a while, and then eventually she eats it. The eggshells do not seem to hurt her or bother her in any way, and they are a healthy snack. Just remember, everything you feed your dog, just like what you eat, has a calorie count. So be careful if you're giving a lot of treats. You want to cut back on kibble. Honey and peanut butter and cream cheese are three of my favorites to put in any sort of Kong or stuffable puzzle when I'm getting ready to leave. If you saw my bit about separation anxiety, you'll know that these are special treats that we give our dogs when we leave so that they can work through their anxiety and not be stressed out. So I will put just a dab of this, and a little 2 dabs of this in a Kong, and she loves it. She will be occupied for probably an hour or so. Now, this is not my favorite peanut butter, but it's COVID time, and this is all I could get in the house. So you want to avoid peanut butters that have soy in them. They can often cause dogs to have diarrhea and vomiting. All of these can be higher fat. Again, you want to keep the fat content low. So don't like chunk a bunch of cream cheese in a Kong, because you're going to message me later and say, thanks so much, dog lady, my dog is violently ill. And here's my emergency vet bill. So don't do that. Kraft singles. Most people have these. You can get the low fat version. I usually give her about 1/4 of this. We'll tear it up into little bits. Sometimes we put it in something for her. She loves these. She loves them so much that when she hears this sound, she comes running. Popcorn. One of our faves when we do movies. She will often get a couple of pieces of popcorn from the kiddo. No butter, no salt. You want it just to be popcorn, plain popcorn. So don't do like crazy movie popcorn. That will make your dog not well. And tuna fish. Sometimes we will put tuna fish in her food just as a little special treat for her. Our tuna fish is packed in water. I don't recommend you do it if it's packed in oil. Again, high fat content. You can cause some digestive problems for your dog. So that's about it. That's what we feed at home. I'm sure other people do other things, but that's what we do. So thanks so much for your time, and I hope that this was enlightening. And you guys will excuse me. I got some stuff to go do.